Right now I'm on my way up to Lutz. I believe it's called Lutz. It's north of Tampa, to Jetline Systems, because they have built me a PC here in the car with the Bay Area Bugs. He just hit 1 million subscribers. What was it, yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. So that's absolutely awesome. But he's going with me up here to pick up the PC. We're going to talk with Jetline, find a little bit more about them. I wanted to go over more of it last time, and I didn't have all of my equipment I needed to shoot a proper video, so this time I brought like a ring light and stuff. But yeah, this thing is supposed to scream X-Plane 11. They're like, we're gonna build you a PC that can really handle X-Plane 11. So I'm really excited about that. And we're in the in Bugs' Crown Vic. It's got that CHP RAM bar in the front there. That RAM bar life. We're just outside of Lutz, actually. We're on the 75 going northbound. So we'll be there shortly. I'm excited to check out this PC in person. It looks absolutely awesome. And I'll explain a little bit more about what Jetline Systems is and the reason why they built me a PC. So let's go. All right, we made it to Jetline Systems, as you can see right here on the door. We're gonna go inside and they're gonna tell me more about what they did. With X-Plane was the biggest one we were trying to hit, because with X-Plane, it's probably the most difficult thing I run on my PC. So any other games and stuff shouldn't have a problem. Let's go inside and check it out.
My name is Greg Sanderson, and I found Jetline Systems back in 2006. Basically, what our company does is we cater to the flight simulation community. We specialize in having a lot of knowledge about the software that everyone uses when they're flight simming, because the flight sim software is great, but what really makes it is all the third-party add-ons. We have a program that you get a computer and you get lifetime tech support that we run right out of this office that support not only just P3D, X-Plane, Flight Simulator X, but also all the third-party stuff that goes along with it. Orbix, Flightbeam, PMDG, you name it. Basically, the difference is really our support. Hardware is hardware. It's all nuts and bolts. You can build your own computer. But we really put a lot of care, and when we build our computers here, we're building it just as if we were building our very own machine. So we do a lot of testing. It takes about an hour and a half to build a computer. It takes 72 hours to test the computer. So the big difference is probably the amount of time that goes into preparing the computer before it ships out. All the drivers, all of that stuff, but really it boils down to the overclocking, and then stress testing. Trying to find problems well before they ever happen. Big difference between us and, say, any other computer company that I'm aware of is our support for not only the programs that you'll be using, but like third-party stuff. No one's really probably going to help you with your Orbix scenery if you call Origin or Dell or HP. They're not going to have any idea what you're talking about. Yeah, so your computer is, that's really our top of the line. It has the 8th gen Intel Core i7 8700K, but then this one is using a silicon lottery chip. So it's been binned and delidded. So we're getting really good temperatures, and it's overclocked to 5 gigahertz on all 6 cores on 12 threads. That it has I think we put 32 gigs of RAM in your computer, and that's at 3000 megahertz. So it's really fast memory. It's a low latency. It's like CL15, and we got a 1080 Ti graphics card. That's the 11 gigabyte card. 850 watt power supply, and I think that's about it off the top of my head. Those are the main core specs.
One thing I forgot to mention to you guys is that Jetline Systems is actually the US distributor for virtual flies. You know, like Yoko and Ruddo, the products that I use out of Spain. They do not only they're not only the distributor, but they're also the tech support. So they have people that have Yoko yokes here in the US and say, hey, I have a problem with this. They send them here and they get them fixed. As you can see, he's working on one right now. He just got it finished. So pretty awesome. After seeing the Yoko that I've used, and I've seen them in Spain, it's really cool to know that right down the road from me is somebody who does tech support for them. Pretty awesome.
My name is Ken, and basically what I do here is more of the advanced technical support and special projects. You know, for example, if you wanted to build out a whole simulator, a Cessna 182 simulator, a Boeing simulator, I would work with you and help you design the sim. Everything from screens to projectors to how many PCs in the network, what to put in the PC. And again, like I said, other than that, the special projects, I also do a lot of the more advanced tech support. So if you call in, you have a real deep issue with the PC, I'll be the one who remotes into your system, takes control of it, and fixes whatever it is to get you back up and flying. And that's mainly what my day-to-day is. Between me, just me and Greg, we've got over 20 years of flight sim support. We've built countless large-scale sims to small-scale sims to business line sims to basically everything. So we know what works and what doesn't work, and we do very extensive testing. When a new processor comes out, we'll build 10 PCs and test it in every configuration imaginable. Not only that, a lot of the hardware is handpicked. We don't just sell a pre-built PC. We're going to pre-install X-Plane for you. We're going to pre-install Prepared 3D. We're going to set it up as you use it. If you use the PNG, maybe we pre-install that, and we make sure that it's performing before we ship it out. So I can build 10 PCs, and 3 of them, even though they all work, aren't going to perform like the other ones. Those 3 PCs we're not going to ship out. So we're going to build it, we're going to load the software, and it's not going to ship until it doesn't just work, but it also performs. I mean, if you are a PC builder, you've got a lot of knowledge, you know how to administrate your sim, you don't need the support that we offer. I mean, you may like to have it, and then that's up to you if it's worth that cost. But I mean, you've got real world pilots and engineers to support your sim, and if you're building a large scale sim especially, you really want that in your back pocket. It's really nice for those guys to have someone like myself and Greg, or even Todd or Paul, or to call and have the support for their sim. But yeah, we're definitely not for everybody. And if you are an expert in the sim and you've got it all figured out, you wouldn't buy from us. You probably would build your own PC. And there's a lot of fun in building your own PC. And a lot of guys call, and I even help them pick out their components, because they'll call and be like, hey, I'm not going to buy a PC from you, but they know that we do all the testing and how it's going to work, and we'll talk to them, and yeah, if you buy this hardware, this, it's going to do this, they'll say thanks and go build their own PC. And when you compare us to other builders like Origin, we're not that far off from them. We are a lot more expensive than if you were to buy it from Amazon or Newegg and rebuild it, or Dell. I mean, Dell sells PCs almost at the cost of the parts, but you don't have the support behind it. And just like with your PC, we did the de-lidding and the liquid metal, and we have some of that stuff right here. Like, this is the, like the liquid metal that goes in it. We'll actually take the PC apart, or take the processor apart, and you got the special cleaners and all that stuff. And here's actually a new de-lid machine, and we'll take the CPU, de-lid it, put the liquid metal in it. And just like you said on your PC, you've got 5 gigahertz on an 8700K running at 60 degrees Celsius on a stress test, which is well, it is impossible to do without that. So that's another thing that adds cost to our systems that is not really out there that people don't know. What makes a good flight sim PC? The hardware is what the hardware is. Right now it's an Intel 8700K, it's 32 gigabytes of memory, and it's a 1080 Ti for anything above, or a more advanced visual. You put that together, you're going to have a quality PC for X-Plane, or Prepared, and a lot of the other games.
All right, so the PC is, as you can see, all finished, ready to go home. Here it is right here. Check it out. Pretty amazing. And pretty soon we're gonna be able to upgrade the 1080 Ti over to a 20 series card soon, so that's going to be pretty awesome. But it's a lot smaller than my last PC. I'm so excited to try this thing out and get it home. So let's do that. Let's get going. All right, we're finally headed back home. We were told to check out a place locally there in Lutz called Glory Hole. Just kidding. That's what Bugs called it. It's called Glory Days. And it was like a upscale kind of Applebee's sports bar kind of deal. And they said to try out the wings, which were grilled. And normally you get like a little bit of like a fried wing with it grilled around in Florida. But this one was just straight up. It tasted like you went to somebody's house for a barbecue. That was so good. The fries were good. Pretzels. And the pretzels were amazing with the beer cheese. FHB. Here they are. We were going to get some of the dessert, which they had an Oreo sliders, which were Oreo ice cream cookie sliders with a hot fudge with them. And I was like, oh my god, they look so good. We didn't get it though. It was just way too much food, so nah. But just want to say thank you to Jetline. Those guys were so nice and so awesome. I'm looking forward to getting this PC home and getting it together and seeing what it can actually do. That's going to be really awesome. I did want to let you guys know that I do plan on going to Sun and Fun. That's coming up in next month, actually. And Bugs is going too.
Yep.
Yep, he's going to go to Sun and Fun. So we're going to be there for Sun and Fun for both days, or for 2 of the days. I think it's Saturday and Sunday. And then I'm going to Flight Sim Expo in Las Vegas. You guys remember from last year, I went to Flight Sim Con before I went to Spain, and that was in Connecticut. They moved it to Las Vegas this year, but this year Bugs is gonna go.
Yep.
To Flight Sim Con. He's gonna go to Flight Sim Con. So if you guys head out to Flight Sim Con or Flight Sim Expo in Las Vegas, we will be there. So we're looking forward to that. We are taking a route now. We're north right now on the 75, and we're gonna be getting on what?
The 470.
The 470 to Sumterville, something like that.
I don't know where I am at all times.
We're following the GPS, but the main issue is that the Highway 4 is always backed up with traffic. So we're going north. We're going to take the turnpike over to Orlando and see if that makes it any better. All right, we got in last night and got the PC at home. Now I've started the backup process, so now I got to take everything off the computer and move it all onto backup drives so I can put that on the new one. Yeah, and I also figured I haven't shown you guys my my flight rig, so I wanted to show you that. As you know, we had the rig that I use for iRacing and American Truck Sim is all right here, and here's the shifter. You know, the 18-wheel shifter I use that goes on there. 18-wheel, 18-speed. Good lord! But this is the new rim. It's a Sparco R383, and it's an actual replica of a rally wheel, so it's real size. It's really nice. Over here is the new flight sim rig. So I have the X55 throttle quadrant set up right here, and then I'm using the Gladiator, of course, right here, which is a fantastic stick. And then here is the new PC. So very soon we'll have this thing hooked up, and we'll see what it's all about. But that's gonna do it, guys. I hope you enjoyed checking out what Jetline has to offer, and we're gonna get this PC hooked up and start making videos with it.